27, 183, the numbers there. That's his car.
Hey, welcome to this first episode. Today is Wednesday at the PDRA first race of the season, Galot Motorsports Park. Really my goal with all these kind of videos is just bring you behind the scenes of what we do and kind of how it all goes down, but also try to make it somewhat entertaining for everyone to watch. But yeah, today is the first day of testing. Gonna go out with our new motor back in. We've had this engine in the car before, our 582 blower motor. But yeah, I got it back in the car for the start of this season. First couple runs with it are gonna be today, and then more testing tomorrow and first round of qualifying tomorrow night for the whole weekend. So really just trying to make it go down the track, trying to make it go fast, and we'll see. Just made that first run and feeling pretty good about it. With the best 60 foot it has ever gone, sub 1. Never been sub 1 with this. Best ET we've been when we had this blower motor in the car before was 433. And really good air, better air than we have now, I think. Or maybe about the same air, about 1,000 feet of air DA. Went just after it shifted. Lifted because didn't feel like it was fully hooked up, not sure reason, but here's a ticket. Yeah, so 998 down low. I'm really looking to go sub 280 to 330. I think that'd really put us in a good spot. I'd probably be a low 430 from what I remember, but already 2 numbers faster to 60 than we've ever been. Everything seems to be good. Seems to like all the changes that we've made. Really lightened it up and put zoomies on it and some other stuff, but I think it's liking the suspension setup we have in it so far, but like I said, it felt like it was shaking a little bit in the middle, so I might make a change. I might just go at it again and make a full pull and see really. So yeah, feel pretty good about the first run, shaking out, and yeah, see where it goes. Yeah, so here's the air right now. Correction factor is really the number that I paid most attention to, I'd say, at 1.01. So the air right now is actually pretty much exactly the same as when it went 433 a couple years ago, the last time we had it in the car. Based on our estimation, we're about 65 pounds lighter than we were, 2 years ago when we last ran it. 2 numbers faster to 60 on the first run we're pretty happy with. We think some of that suspension, but also we're happy with 2 numbers faster. So yeah, we'll see what the next run looks like and keep making some more.
Another run, maybe even 2. About an hour and a half until the rear safety closes.
So post run number 2 here today on Wednesday. Pretty happy with that. I mean, it's the best we've ever been with this motor. 431. Yeah, 431 with a 3, 161.15. Honestly, what we thought it would go, you know, with all the weight taken out, but it's just nice to see it actually run that ET. So yeah, the weather got a little bit worse there too. 1018 actually on the correction factor, if you want to know the numbers, 1300 DA. But yeah, 31 with a 3. Really can't complain about that. Honestly, we wanted to go. I think we can get a little bit better too, a little bit more suspension tune-up. It kind of seemed like it was still shaking a bit there. So yeah, pretty happy with how it ran, honestly. I'm just gonna keep trying to make more good runs, maybe improve a little bit by a little bit, but yeah. Just got back from the 3rd run of the day. Pretty much printed to exactly what it went on that 2nd run. So I'm pretty happy with that. Here's the air. 103 on the correction, 1826 DA. So it's 6 o'clock now. The sun is starting to kind of go down, get behind some clouds. But when we ran, the track wasn't as good, so I don't think it was as good as those first 2 runs when it was kind of earlier and it was really cloudy. The sun's been on it for most of the day, and it was a while between that 2nd run and the run we just made. Also, it is the 3rd run on the engine, so we could be gaining something there as we get some more runs on it. Really can't complain. It printed right there. I did make a little bit of suspension change, and that seemed to help too, so pretty happy with how it's going so far. We got one more run tonight. Yeah, pretty happy with how everything's going. Really can't complain for the 3rd run to print just like the 2nd run. For the first time, the engine's back in the car and, you know, all new and everything. So really happy with how everything's going so far, and we'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. The next morning now, as you saw that last run last night, 430 with an 8. Air got a little bit better. Track seemed to tighten up as the sun went down. So best run, 31 with a 4, 30 with a 0, 30 with an 8. Really can't complain about that at all. Another test run today, and then Q1 later. Here we go.
Tyler Rudolph on the left side for Derek Wolf Trucking, the 2010 American chassis for TSR Design.
So back from qualifier number 1 there, pretty much what we thought it would go. I put 34 on the dial board, 34 over the 5. Big headwind that time too, and the air is a little bit worse. Almost 2,700 feet of air. Yeah, I think we're pretty happy with it. We seem to be solidly in the field. Tomorrow's morning's run, like I said before, will be a good one. The fastest one we'll get. It'll kind of slow down progressively from there. Pretty happy with it, and I need to figure out the reaction times a bit. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll get there. Yeah, so tomorrow's Friday. We get 2 qualifiers tomorrow, and then first round on Saturday. I'm not sure if we'll make any changes for the first one tomorrow to try to speed it up a little bit, just to be a little extra safe. Yeah, we should be good to go, and look forward to tomorrow's 2 qualifiers. Yeah.
Top half of the field. Should be
Zach Papp, left side. The Papp Autobody American chassis. Tyler Rudolph. The Derek Wolf Trucking American chassis. Derek number 37 at a 434.
Of course, Derek Wolf Trucking stepped up, became one of our sponsors here on the tour. 2025, different combination there. Ran the big block nitrous machine there for a while. And here this season, the blower. Zach Papp is that American race car out of Illinois. 2 to a 34. Rudolph's going to get there first. 431. Picks up 300s. 5.0, 401 miles an hour. Zach Papp encountered some issues and slows.
Qualifier number 2, 31 with a 9 in that heat. I'm pretty happy with. But about 10 more cars showed up, and the bump spot definitely picked up. I think right now it's a 34.1. Picked up this morning with a little bit better air. Track temp came down, it was like 85 degrees. Then also took the alternator off, which could have done something, probably a little bit. Yeah, and now we're qualified only 12 spots out of the bump. The bump is the fastest it's ever been already with 1 more run to go. Took the wing off the car, put the 67 tooth bottom pulley on it, give us a little more boost, a couple other changes. So yeah, we'll see if we can overcome the air being worse and the track being worse with, you know, more boost. But it's definitely gonna be a little bit slower just because of the air being worse now and the track being worse now. Q3 coming up later. Hopefully we get solidly in the field and don't gotta stress anymore. And yeah, then race day tomorrow.
Tyler Rudolph, Derek Wolf Trucking American chassis, number 53 on the qualifying sheet at a 431. And Mallory Logan here on the right-hand side, Team Texas Roadhouse. Tyler Rudolph, 429.9, no issues at all for his fastest pass of the weekend.
Back from qualifier number 3. Really happy with that, honestly. 29 with a 9, best we've ever been in air that's not very good at all. Correction, I think was like 105. Really happy with how it went. We're solidly in the field. It would have been fine anyway, even without picking up, but we put everything back, put the wing back on, back to the other trim that we were in from this morning's run. So yeah, tomorrow morning, round 1, we have a car that should go high teens, low 20s. Getting chased by a little bit, but feel pretty good about it. See you tomorrow morning and see how it plays out. Weather is seeming awfully similar to yesterday morning's run. Went a 31 with a 9. The weather's been about the same, maybe a touch better. So probably gonna put on a 32. Just make a good run, honestly. So yeah, we'll see you out there. Round number 1 there. Car made a good lap. You know, went where we thought it was going to go. Maybe thought it was going to go a touch faster, but 32 with a 4 there, so pretty happy. Pretty similar to yesterday morning. The wind was kind of a factor there as well, but managed that. Car ran good. Me, not so much. Not a great let go. Haven't been kind of all over the place all weekend, so round 2 coming up here. A lot warmer. Definitely going to slow down. Leaning towards a 35 dial in. I'm not really sure exactly on the number yet, but kind of bouncing around, watching the weather, watching the track temp. Look forward to round number 2 coming up.
Derek Wolf Trucking, American chassis. He's over here on the right-hand side, dialed in at a 435.
.22 to a 34 reaction time, and there's the win light by 2 thou going to Clayton Roberts.
Yeah, so round 2L. I wasn't very good all weekend, really letting go, which have to get better with that. Just get back in the groove of things. It'll come, I know it will. But bummed on that. But really with the car was awesome. Yeah, gave it one little kick right going through the finish line because I knew I was even or just a touch behind with him, and I knew I was probably going under. We kind of talked about it in the lanes, thinking it could go as good as a low 34. It was probably going a little bit better than that even. Made like the best run we thought it could make. I didn't know that in the car, but we figured we were going under, so just gave it one tire kick there at the end, trying to get back to what I thought could have been dead on. But yeah, regroup, head to Virginia in a couple weeks. Engine was awesome from Wilson, Bruzy. Shout out to Derek Wolf and Derek Wolf Trucking for all their help, Honey Auto Parts. Good weekend. Hopefully this video comes out good. It's my first one. We'll see, and we'll see everyone in Virginia, and thank you for watching. Peace.